Hello friends, this is Hedda. Welcome back to my channel and happy 1st of December! If you celebrate Christmas, you're probably very excited for the month to come. One of my favorite things about Christmas growing up was the advent calendar. My mom would make an advent calendar for my brothers and I, but we would only get every third day, so there was one gift every day and we would like split it. So 1st of December maybe I got something, and then 2nd was my brother, 3rd was my other brother, and then on the 4th again I would get a present. But this year I am getting an advent calendar present every day of December because I have collaborated with Kat from Kat's Planner and we've made each other advent calendars. So before I left for the US, I put together an advent calendar for her and sent it all the way down to Portugal, and she sent hers from Portugal to Norway. And in this video I'm going to show you what I have gifted her and how I've put it together. And then after you watch this video, you can go and watch her advent calendar video to see what she is gifting me. Now, I'm not watching her video because I don't want to spoil the presents that I'm getting, but I am opening one every day of December. I've never had a stationery themed advent calendar before. I mean, nobody's really made an advent calendar for me since I moved out of my parents' house almost 10 years ago. So this is very exciting for me. So let's get right into the video and let's see what I have put together for Kat. Alright, voiceover Hedda here. The first gift I wanted to give Kat is the new sticker collection from my shop ikigaipapir.com. Since this was a limited edition collection and I only had around 30 available, I knew that I would probably sell out of them, so I reserved one for Kat so that I could send one to her. I'm using these vintage label stickers from Olinka Studio because I thought they went really well with this craft paper that I am using to wrap all of the little gifts. I wanted to keep them semi-uniform. They'll all have different shapes and like kind of different decoration, but I'm using the same wrapping paper, I'm using the same labels, and I'm using the same types of stickers and components to make a little collage on each of the little presents. I finally had a good chance to use all of my holiday themed washi tapes, which is great because I never feel like I have a chance to use them. I don't really buy seasonal stationery myself because I rarely use it. And I know that Kat isn't a huge fan of Christmas themed stuff either, so I'm only using it for the decoration and I'm not gifting her anything Christmas themed. I am using the Lovesick Girl sticker bundle as well as the Floral Sketches sticker sheet from my own shop because I thought that the Lovesick Girl stickers would be kind of perfect for a little Christmassy but not too Christmassy theme. When it came to what kind of gifts to choose, it was a little bit hard. I didn't want to do only stationery, so I asked Kat what kind of sweets she likes, and she's not a huge fan of overly sweet stuff, but she likes sour stuff. So I got these Japanese sour candies. I guess they're sour gummies because they're soft. I used to eat these all the time when I lived in Japan. They're really good, at least I think so. I hope that Kat will like them as well. They're kind of hard to wrap. I mean, I'll be wrapping a lot of strange shapes in this video, and I'm not that good at wrapping things, but I think they turned out alright. I think the most important is that they don't come out of the packaging and that they look somewhat alright. They don't have to be perfect. I think that the collage makes it so that I don't have to be super neat with the wrapping because I can just cover the ugly spots with the collage, which I do actually on the very last package because it was a horror to wrap. I am so sorry for my microphone quality at the moment. It will get better soon, I promise. I am getting a new laptop with a good microphone. The trick with making advent calendars is to have, of course, a variety of different kinds of presents, but also to not try to make each day too amazing, you know? Because there are 24 gifts, at least I made 24 gifts, and Kat might have made me 25. And because there are so many, you can't really make each day super amazing because, first of all, that's expensive, and second of all, I don't want to spoil people. But I tried to have a few different kinds of presents. So a lot of them are very alike one another. I have some days with sour candies, I have some days with tea, and I have some days with stickers and some days with washi tape. Just a good mix of a lot of things and then spreading them out so that each day feels very different from the last. Especially when you have to mail your advent calendar, you have to pay attention to the weight of the package. This one was just below 1 kilo, which was the limit at where I would have to pay a huge amount in shipping or like a regular amount. I was a bit worried because some of the items I put in here are a little bit heavy, and you'll see why, especially the last gift is pretty heavy. But things like tea is very light and it's very easy to include. I like to include tea in my pen pal letters sometimes even, and I love receiving tea in pen pal letters. So I thought it would be a good idea for the advent calendar as well, even though they're not Christmas flavored or spiced or anything like that. I think it'll be fun. So I kind of just grabbed some bags that I have at home because that's the tea that I like to drink. I always get questions about how long it takes me to film videos, and this one took me, I think, around 4 hours. Did a lot of wrapping, but of course before that I also had to figure out what to gift Kat, so it took a lot of planning. This is an art print and a sticker sheet from Graffiti Trash Studio. I have had this art print on my wall for the past year or so, and I thought I would pass it on to Kat. Maybe she will like it. I don't know if she hangs art prints on her wall, but maybe she will enjoy it. Since these were perfectly sized for an envelope, I decided to use an envelope instead of wrapping them because they're so thin and flimsy. So this was a little bit easier to wrap, and then I could just decorate the envelope like I decorated all of the other packages. And I'm using this very strange paper that I got at Norway Designs in Oslo because it has these little, I want to say like wooden threads kind of. Didn't really have a plan for it when I bought it, but I thought it would be fun to use on these packages. And this particular envelope ended up looking a little bit different from the others because I used some more stickers from Olinka Studio to decorate it, and I think it turned out nice, kind of a little bit ethereal. And it's nice that not all of the envelopes have the exact same stickers on them, I guess. I hadn't even planned to make an advent calendar for anyone this year, but then Kat messaged me and asked me if it was something that I would like to do with her this year. And it made me really happy because I saw these kinds of advent calendars last year and I thought that they were really fun. And now I finally got to make my own. And of course I'm really excited for the one that Kat made for me as well. I think it will be really fun to see how we interpreted our task, whether we went for the same kinds of gifts or if we did something completely different. This is a sour candy from Norway called vepsebol, which means hornet's nest. It sounds very scary. I used to love these when I was a kid. This one is strawberry flavored. They also have licorice. Licorice is very popular in Norway. I love licorice myself, but I know that it is a very Scandinavian thing. Not everyone likes licorice, and no, Americans, I'm not talking about red licorice. That is not real licorice. But anyway, this sour candy, a huge hit when I was a kid. It used to be so cheap too. I'd sometimes get it after class in elementary school. I hope that Kat will like it. It will definitely be sour enough, I think. This one was a little bit hard to wrap, but I ended up just making a little cylinder and then tying the ends with some twine, which I think worked out quite well, and I'll be doing that for some of the other packages as well. Next up we have some stickers. These are from Together with KX. I really love their store. I don't know if Kat has used any stickers from her before, so I wanted to gift these to her. The shape is kind of washi tape inspired, and they have this terrazzo pattern on them, which I think is really cute. Okay, so a fun fact about the craft paper I am using to wrap. So I bought a big roll of it originally to use at markets because I went to a few markets this summer. I didn't really want to buy a tablecloth, so I got this craft paper because then I could easily just tape my stickers to the table and then I could just write on the craft paper, and it worked really well. And then I used the remainder of it to wrap these presents, and I did not measure anything while wrapping these presents, but in the end I had just enough craft paper to wrap everything, just enough. So I'm really happy that I used some envelopes to wrap some of the sticker sheets, because otherwise I would have run out before I was done with all of the presents, which would have been really sad. And this was great because then I used all of the craft paper and I didn't really have to throw away any before leaving Norway, so it all worked out. I know that Kat has a lot of washi tape. She has more washi tape than anyone else I have ever seen on the internet. I know she probably has enough. I mean, she has more than enough, but I still wanted to gift her some washi tape because it's fun. So I gave her one of my washi tape cards with some washi tape on. They're all kind of in the same color family, which I thought was nice because then it has a cohesive look. And I feel like personally I'm more likely to use washi tape if they are presented in a nice way, like if they are together with other washi tape that fit each other. This might be very strange for some of you, but that's kind of how my brain works. Next up, I tried something that I have never tried before, and that is to gift some ribbons. I don't use ribbons very often. Most of the time you will see me use ribbons as props in my videos and in my Instagram photos. And I've had this collection of ribbons for quite some time. I could never figure out how to use them, but now I thought maybe Kat could use them for something nice. She makes a lot of pen pal letters, so maybe she can use them for that. So I didn't really know how to get them onto the tag, but this tag is a lot bigger than other tags I have normally used, so I thought it would fit well. What I did was I just taped down the ends of the ribbons and then I just wrapped them around the tag like I would washi tape, and then to fasten them I used some safety pins. It's a little bit janky, but I think it works. I'm quite happy with how it looks in the end. It was a little bit hard to wrap because it was so soft and bulky, but I think I managed in the end. And I have no idea if Kat is gonna like this or not, but I think that's what's fun about advent calendars, that you can get a lot of fun different presents, and we are also good enough friends to be able to tell each other if there's something we didn't like or something that we will absolutely not use. So I'm not too worried. I think that you now already see that there is a pattern to what I am gifting Kat in this advent calendar. I believe that we often have a lot of stuff at home that we don't use or that we use but also would like to gift to someone else. I think that most people who are into stationery buy too much, myself included, and sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming if there is too much going on. There is an online platform here in Norway where you can buy and sell used stuff. I mean, it has a lot more than that, but my Norwegian friends will know it as finn.no. Every year before Christmas, they do an advertisement campaign where they suggest that you get someone a used Christmas present this year. Because extreme consumerism is a big problem, especially in the culture that I'm surrounded by. So for this advent calendar, I wanted to gift Kat some nice things that maybe I don't use that much, but that I still really like, and that I think maybe Kat can enjoy more than them just sitting on a shelf in my home, you know? So that's why I went for a good mix of things that she can eat and brand new things, things that I have bought and never used, or things that I bought specifically for this advent calendar, and then some used things that can live on with Kat. And I know not everyone is as positive to used presents as I am, but I do think that it is important to be okay with not just buying used stuff, but also gifting them. You just saw me wrap some kind of anime inspired stickers, and that's because I know that Kat is really into anime. I didn't have any like official anime stationery or anything, but these are kind of the same art style, so I hope that she will like them. I actually got these from a pen pal, and I've used some of the stickers that they sent to me, and then I am sending the last ones to Kat, and hopefully she will enjoy them. Next up, we have some more tea. We have some ginseng matcha green tea, and then we have some chamomile tea that is great for the evening when you don't want any caffeine. I've been drinking these a lot. I really like them. If any one of you have some good tea recommendations for the US, I would love some because there's so much to choose from and I'm not really sure where the best place for tea is, to be honest. I like the size of these little tea presents because they're really cute and they're really easy to wrap as well. So I wasn't really sure if I was gonna give Kat any pens, but I was going through all of the pens that I have and there were a lot that I have never used or some that I have used once for a swatch or something like that. So I have these 2 gray pens that I got in a scroller box 1 month and I've had them for so long and I have rarely used them. Maybe once or twice, and they're still good, so I thought maybe Kat would like to try them. Unipin are my favorite fine liners. There are no fine liners better than these, and I love that they come in both light gray and dark gray. So hopefully Kat will be able to use these for something. I also know that she does a lot of stationery grab bags where she sells off some mystery bags of stationery, so if she can't find a use for them, then I'm sure someone else will take them. Next up we have these cat paper clips, which I saw at the store and they were just really cute. I know that Kat likes cats, so I thought these would be perfect for her. I think that they are black paper clips. I didn't open the package because it was taped shut. But yeah, it was also really fun to wrap this because it was so small. It's like a miniature present. So I also put some twine around it to make it look more like a present. Out of all the little gifts I wrapped for this advent calendar, this one is probably my favorite. I just think it looks so cute. And I wish I'd gotten more of the paper clips because they have a lot of different animals. I think they make really great gifts for advent calendars. Next up we have some more Japanese sour candy. Norwegian candy is generally quite sweet, or I should say it's either sweet or salty, because we really like that salty sour candy, but I'm not sure if Kat likes salty stuff. So I got this Japanese one. I got it at Neo Tokyo in Oslo, so if you're in Oslo, you know where to get them. This one I haven't actually tried myself, so I have no idea if they're good. They're soda flavored, which I think is a very funny flavor, but it's very common in Japan. Very uncommon here in Norway. I don't think I've ever seen candy flavored like soda. So Kat will have to tell me what she thinks of it. At this point, I actually ran out of my clear tape, which I thought might be a bit of a disaster, but for the rest of the packages I just used washi tape and it worked fine. For this next one my phone actually stopped filming. I guess it overheated or almost ran out of battery or something like that. But I put in some stickers from Wenche. She actually sent me a lot of stickers from her shop for free, which was really nice of her, and I've been loving them. I've been actually using them a lot in my reading journal this November. They've been really great for that, but I thought maybe Kat would like them too, so I sent a few of the stickers to her, and they also fit perfectly in this envelope. I think by now you are realizing that 24 or 25 gifts is a lot, and we're only on the 16th one. So this one is quite special, and it is one of the nicer gifts that I am giving Kat in this advent calendar. This is a passport-sized traveler's notebook. This particular one is from Rustico, but I'm also giving her an insert from the Travelers Company, as well as the little plastic card that you can use to slide under blank inserts so that you can kind of have a grid to follow so that you don't write completely crooked. And I actually have several traveler's notebooks. This is one of my 2 passport-sized ones. I brought my other passport-sized traveler's notebook with me to the US as a travel journal, and then I am gifting this one to Kat. It is made from brown leather, and if you've seen Travelers Company traveler's notebooks before, you'll know that they get nicer over time. They will look nicer the more you handle them, basically. They'll get kind of shiny. It will kind of gain more character the more scratches it has. I don't think that Kat has a traveler's notebook from before, at least I hope not, but if she does, she now has 2. If she doesn't, then I'm happy to gift her her first one. Kat is really into the darker aesthetics So I knew that I wanted to gift her some black washi tapes. So I mixed together a lot of my black and white washi tapes, and I hope that she will like these washi tape samples. Like I said before, I know that Kat already has a lot of washi tape, so I am limiting myself to only giving her 2 washi tape cards so that it's not too much washi tape. So that was day 17, moving on to day 18. This one is very different. This is just a fun little gift. It's a face mask. This is also the only package where I forgot to turn the paper over because I wanted the shiny side on the inside and then the rough side on the outside, because I feel like the washi tape sticks better to the rough side. Anyway, that's just a small detail that probably she won't even notice, and most people probably won't, but it was something that I thought about while wrapping all of these gifts. So this is a sheet mask, a little face mask, and I thought about adding some like beauty related stuff into this advent calendar, but then I couldn't really think about what else to put in except face masks. I guess lip balm could also be great. Next up is this brush pen that I have only used once for a swatch. It's Payne's Gray, which is a lovely color. It's also a great quality brush pen. Fun fact, I am now looking into buying some metallic Fibralo brush pens after getting a tip by a subscriber. So that's kind of funny that I sent this to Kat and now I'm buying more Fibralo brush pens, but oh well. And then next up is the gift that I'm actually the most unsure about out of all of the sweets that I'm sending to Kat, because this one is licorice. And I asked Kat if she likes licorice and she wasn't quite sure. I have a feeling she might not like it, but this is a classic in Norway. It's one of my favorite licorice sweets, and they're salty and sour at the same time, and they're licorice flavored, and they're just lovely. I love them. But I know it's also a flavor that you have to get used to. And my experience with people not from Scandinavia is that they really don't like licorice. So this is an experiment and I'm really curious to see if Kat likes them or not. I will ask her to film her reaction on day 20 if I remember, so that we can all see what she thinks about it. Next up, I have some more stickers. I have one from La Dolce Vita Studio, and then we have some from Mørenkunst shop. Just some like random freebies and mini sticker sheets that I thought would be nice. I didn't have any more envelopes, so for this one I kind of made my own. Put a little stamp sticker in the corner to make it look more like an envelope, and I thought it was a nice mix of stickers. One thing Kat and I have in common is that we both buy lots of stickers from small businesses, and so I figured I would share some of my favorites with her, and maybe she will check them out in the future if she hasn't already. So that's the idea behind this little package of stickers, and I hope that she will enjoy them. And then we have some more tea. This is the last package of tea that I am gifting Kat. I think more than 3 might be too much, maybe, I don't know, because I don't really know how much tea Kat drinks, but it's something that you have to consider when you're suddenly making an advent calendar. And it is hard because I've never met Kat in real life. We only know each other from Instagram and YouTube, so I don't know what she eats and what she drinks really. So that's kind of funny, but I hope she will like these teas. They're kind of fruity and nice. I actually wish that I could send coffee as well. When I lived in Japan, I used to get these like single packets of drip coffee, and they would be so great to send to a friend in an advent calendar like this, but I haven't found anything like it in Norway. I was wrong, I did have more envelopes. I was just saving it for these ones. So here are some sticker sheets. Again, I have a cute witchy one from Nicole Josephine that I think she will love. And then also some more stickers and sticker flakes and tags and stuff. Just a good mix of a variety of stickers. And I'm kind of just putting them all together and making this sticker pack a little bit larger than the other ones that I have made for this advent calendar, since it is day 23 and the last envelope of stickers in this advent calendar, because then we are moving on to the very last gift, which is very different and it's very heavy, and you'll see why in a second. Overall, I think that Kat has gotten a lot of different stickers in this advent calendar, and I hope that she will like them and that she will get some use out of them. Maybe she can make some nice pen pal letters, or she will use them in her bullet journal. The last gift that I am gifting Kat in this advent calendar is the Iris drawing compass. Now, I've been using my Iris for quite some time. I think I've had it for 2 years now, almost. And I really like it. It's really fun to use, and you can make lots of different size circles without using a stencil. Jordan has also had one, but he hasn't used his. It has only been on display, and that is this one. So I am still keeping my Iris because I don't want to get rid of my Iris, but maybe Kat will like it. So it is made from brass, so it does look a little bit discolored, but that's kind of just what happens to brass, I guess. Since this one is round, this was really hard to wrap, but I think I worked out a nice way to wrap it in the end. It does look a little bit messy, but I put the collage on top of where the ends meet so that it wouldn't be so visible. The Iris is quite expensive. I will put a link in the description box if you're interested in it. This is the first generation, and they have later come out with a second edition, which has a kind of a better hand grip on it, which is really nice, but this is the older version. I think what's really fun about making an advent calendar like this is that you get to be creative with packaging, because there are so many small, oddly shaped things. And of course, it's really nice to have a way like this to show your appreciation for someone. And Kat has become a really great friend over the past couple of years, and I'm happy to show her my appreciation of our friendship through this advent calendar. And now that everything is wrapped and ready, I put it all together in a box. Sadly, this box didn't fit the boxes in the post office, so I had to take it all out and put it in a different box when I actually sent it, but it arrived safely. I have talked to Kat and nothing is missing, which is great. All that's left for her to do now is to put the little presents in a basket or something and pick one each day from today until Christmas. Kat, I really hope that you enjoy the calendar. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you watch this video all the way to the end, make sure to put some sort of Christmas emoji in your comment. If you are making an advent calendar for someone this year, let me know. I would love to hear about it. Be sure to check out Kat's video as well. It is linked in the description box. I won't be able to watch it, but you can all enjoy it and see what kind of presents I will be getting all through December. I hope that you're all having a lovely day and a magical December. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye!